September 10, a local volunteer group, on Sunday, was killed, at least 40 civilians and dozens of injured by the army on an airstrike. The war in Sudan began in April. The war between air and artillery strikes in settlements. Sudan Army and Paramiliter Fast Support Forces approaches 5-month sign, as it does not declare victory or show concrete signs of watching mediation. On Sunday morning, drones carried out a series of heavy airstrikes in South Khartoum, mainly occupied by RSF. A witness of the strike asked not to be defined for security reasons. The shared by an organ of local volunteers called the South Khartoum Emergency Service showed that many women and men were injured and some of them looked like dead bodies covered with fabric. The inhabitants of region tend to be daily workers who are cut off from jobs and are too poor to meet the cost of escaping from capital. Mohamed Abdallah, a spokesman for emergency department trying to provide medical and other services, said that the wounded should be moved to Czech or donkey cars. RSF accused the Sudan army of attacking and other strikes. Brigadier General Nabil Abdallah told, while RSF settled settlements in capital Khartoum neighboring Bahri Omdurman, army used vantage of heavy artillery airstrikes to try to push them back, resulted hundreds of civilian injuries. Last week, the strikes in Western Omdurman killed at least 51 people for 2 separate days. Emergency Coordinator Marie Burton said, Harem has been in the war for almost 6 months. But volunteers today is shocked and overwhelmed by the horror scale that hit the city, said. On Friday, South Khartoum Emergency Service said in a statement that hospital, which is still one of few people, was threatened with closing as materials are finished and staff struggled to reach it. The Army and Rapid Support Forces began to fight on April 15 after the tensions emerged due to the integration of their troops into democracy in a new transition. Although a few countries started mediation efforts, none of them failed to stand for war. Nafisa Eltahir and Khalid Abdelaziz arrangement by Hugh, Lawson and Peter Graff.